Are you having an issue with Adobe Media Encoder not using all of your CPU? I was having this issue, and as someone fairly new to Adobe video editing, coming from Final Cut, I found this solution after a little bit of trial and error. So basically, you want, on some computers, I'll caveat that, on some computers, you want Media Encoder to use software rendering, not hardware rendering. In my case, it's because hardware rendering would use the GPU, which is a piece of junk on my computer, whereas the CPU is an i7. It's old, but it does a much better job than the terrible GPU. So the way you do this in Media Encoder, it's actually just a little drop-down box here. Change it from the recommended one to software only, and do restart Media Encoder, because as I've been playing around with this, I noticed that it doesn't always switch until you've done a restart. So change it to software only, and then you'll notice, whereas before I was getting like 25% CPU usage in Media Encoder, I'll hit play and you can just watch that CPU over here spike up to full load. Not only that, but when it was using GPU acceleration, hardware acceleration, my computer was basically unusable for any other task. Whereas under software rendering, I can still click around, it's all fairly responsive and normal. So I'm very happy to find that. Oh, and also, it's a ton faster. So yeah, maybe this will help someone. If your GPU is terrible and your CPU is better, then switch over to software.